Rolling easy. We are back in the easy garage. Back at you. Okay, so how this video came about was I did a trade with Kirby from Curb's Garage, and you can check his channel out. He's on YouTube. But he sent me this Tootsie toy with some of the police vehicles that I asked for. And when I turned around, I seen my Tootsie toys. So I thought, what better way, well, not better way, but let me just show you my Tootsie toys. So I broke them out, and we will go over my Tootsie toy collection. This is a smaller scale to these, and this will be a two-part video of my Tootsie toys, the larger scale. And I've tried to do some research on them, and there's not a lot of YouTube videos on Tootsie toys. There are a few, but this will be part one of the larger scale. I think they're 1/32 scale maybe, but even the smaller Tootsie toys are not 1/64. You can see they're a different scale. This would be 1/64 versus, I don't know what they call that scale. But my title speaks for itself. If there's another Tootsie toy collector out there who wants to make a video and has more information, I'll be glad to see it, because here will be part two, and these are all the smaller scale. We have variations. Every Tootsie toy in this is different. Some of them are really cool if you look at them. You got haulers, two-piece, and we'll get into all these smaller scales later. But first, let's do the larger scale Tootsie toy cars, and we'll start out with this military. All of these are dirty. I have not cleaned any of them. I buy them when there's a variation or different, and they get put in a box, and I just seen the box. So here is your military Tootsie toy truck. This one has a broken bumper. Some of these are cool. They remind you of Hot Wheels. There's your, what would that be, the 32 Woody? Almost like a Hot Wheels car. These had a lot of California styling behind them. And a little information on the Tootsie toys is Tootsie Toy is America's oldest toy company. So we'll move on. Here is a, kind of looks like a Jeep front end, but like a Safari, but almost like Emergency. Can't see what it says on the side. Rescue. That's a rescue vehicle. And some of these may look the same, but they have different casting numbers on the base. So that'd be your variation. Here's a California style car. And some of these had Spectre Flame paint. We'll get into them. Look at this. This one's cool. This would be a sought after one. This is the they call it the Bronco. They do have names. I don't know all the names of them. This is like a Pinto wagon. You got your, I don't know what went behind this, if it was a fire truck back here or a car carrier. But here's your fire truck, missing the ladder. These are not expensive at all. Look at this. Reminds you of a Hot Wheels, right? The Baja Bruiser. Look at it. Got that Baja Bruiser look. But they are not expensive at all. Fairly cheap. You can find them for $1 to $3. I wouldn't pay, these antique stores might have them. You see these old women put them in their glass cases for 10 bucks, but they're not worth that. They're $1, $3 cars. Here's your that reminds you of a Hot Wheels. Looks, it's got like Spectre Flame paint. Like, what do they call it? They call it race car or something. Anyway, what would that be? The Ford Mark IV or something? Hot Wheels, military. There's a military one. Here's another military. It's missing something up here. I don't know if it had a gun or a turnip. Here's a, that's pretty cool, clean. What do they call that? Volkswagen thing. And a tanker truck. There's another Woody in your Spectre Flame pink. I like that one. There's a van. Got your little hearts. Reminds you, takes you back to the 70s. Now a lot of these are, this is a different shade of green there. But a lot of these are actually, well, these are all 1969 through 1970s. So they all had that 70s flair to them. Especially this one, kind of like a hippie dune buggy, which is pretty cool. And you can see the little peace symbol. And that is part of the casting. Here's one in a darker, it's almost like an orange, and then a red. Those are cool. And if you remember back in the 70s, they had these little things. I used to see them in magazines. And you could send to build a kit. I guess they went through the water like an amphibious car. Here is another Volkswagen thing looking military, looks like. Tanker truck, aviation fuel. Pretty cool pickup truck there. What were those pickup trucks? The Corvair pickups. Had the engine in the front. You remember those. These are all kind of Jeep type scramblers. A couple color variations. There's your Spectre Flame pink one. Green, yellow, red. Those are all about the same models, just different colors. Spectre Flame pink bug. Beat up. Like I said, these cars, they're tough to find mint. You're not going to find a mint. But they are pretty cool. Like I said, I buy them. There's a military Jeep in clean condition. That truck's really neat. Got that California style. So does that. What would that be, a Gremlin? No, that's not a Gremlin. Oh, what would that be? Pinto, maybe. Pinto wagon. Here's some more California styling. Spectre Flame. Military truck. Missing something up there. There's a variation on the one you seen earlier. Now that looks like the Spoiler Sport. Spoiler Sport van. Definitely a robbed casting from the Hot Wheels. These cars were fairly cheap in the store. They were 5 and dime cars. The smaller scale and these. So when you would go to the store, your grandmother would always say, look, you can get 2 of these for the price of a Hot Wheels. And that's what they would buy you. And you would play with them. And that's why they are always beat, because these are the ones you took outside. You didn't play on the carpet with these. You took these outside and you played with them and beat them up. And there's a van. They also had trailers with, I believe, motorcycles and boats. There's a couple trailers. The wheels are different on the trailers. Have a different style wheel. But that would be a boat, obviously. And maybe some motorcycles. I haven't seen those. Here's some earlier ones. These are probably mid-70s. They have like different wheels. You can see those there. And that thing right there is a boat or submarine. let's see, that's really cool. Submarine. And it is heavy. You can see made in USA. Tootsie Toy submarine. Look at the guns move. That's really cool. Heavy. This one here is pretty neat, I thought, for newer. It's the Honda Civic. But you can see the wheels are different. See the dust and spider webs and hair. But you can see the difference in the wheels. I don't know if that sticker belonged on there. Kind of strange. But they got trailer hitches. And most of them had, all of them, a lot of them had trailer hitches. Let's see which ones don't. Well, some of them don't. No, but most of them had trailer hitches. And you could hook the trailers and stuff. Like I said, this is my collection of them. I enjoy them. I buy them when I see them. And we'll get into the smaller scale Tootsie Toys in another video. This will be part 1. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Don't forget, stay easy and keep on turning Hot Wheels.